It's my last week in Bangkok before I get back on Dreamy and hit the road. I've got 16 provinces left to travel, but before I get back on the road, I wanted to do like a beginner's guide to help some of you who are coming to Thailand how to order street food, how to say some Thai phrases to make the food experience much more easy. And with the help of my good friend Gary from The Roaming Cook, who is a street food expert, we're going to be showing you the most simple but yet the most delicious food dishes to try here. Basically, this is going to be a quick guide on how to order street food when you come to Thailand. So the area that we've come to today is Soi 20 in Silom, because this was actually in the 80s and 90s one of the first places in Bangkok to translate all of the menus into English. Some of the very first hotels to host Western foreigners was in this area. This is before the Sukhumvit's BTS line was made. This was before Khao San Road was super popular. And the Thai people really embraced it, and they just started translating all of the menus. So it just became a lot easier for foreigners to come down to this part of Bangkok, order street food, you know, basically understand what you were gonna get. Because if you don't read or speak Thai, it can be, yeah, really imposing. Right then, so this is my breakfast. Pad Kapao. No, it's not Pad Kapao. Right, this is my breakfast. Right, so this is my breakfast. Pad Kapao. So I'm on my way to go meet Gary, and we're going to do a very quick basic language lesson for you. All of the words and phrases that we're going to be teaching you today are in the description, so don't worry. And then we're going to use those phrases to order the dishes and yeah, put it into practice. Okay, here he is. It's Gary. If you don't know who he is by now, he is the street food expert in the world, or just in Thailand, would you say?
I'd say probably number 2 in the world, but number 1 in Thailand.
Let's just, I'll ask you a question, like how do you say this, how do you say that? You just tell me in slow, easy terms.
Okay.
We'll put the text up on screen and in the description below, and repeat after us, okay? So Gary, how do you say, can I have?
Ow. Like, I like to do word association, so ow is, just think someone's pinching your arm, or just pinch your own arm. Ow, ow. Ow is, I want.
How do you say no spicy or not very spicy?
Okay, my means no. My pet, my pet, my pet.
How do you say extra spicy?
Pet ma.
How do you say can I have a fried egg?
Ao Kai Dow Ka. Right, so ow, again, we're thinking about the owl.
Yeah.
The owl, I've hurt myself. Owl, I want. Kai is egg. Dow means star. Kai Dow is fried egg. Ow, Kai Dow, and then put the cup or the car on the end.
And how do you say I don't want?
Okay, so following on from the owl, so we already know want. My means no, so just my owl, my owl. And I kind of remembered this as like a cat, meow.
So let's say you want a fried rice with something, right? Let's talk about the meats. How do you say chicken?
All right, chicken is gai,
Pork,
more,
beef,
นื้อ,
shrimp.
กุ้ง
What about just vegetables?
Pak ruam is mixed vegetable.
So how would you say I don't want meat or I don't want chicken if you wanted to have it vegetarian?
So vegetarian, I can't say this very well, I'll admit, is mang sawirat, means vegetarian. You can say Mai Ao นื้อjust means I don't want meat. นื้อis beef, but it also means meat. So you can just say Mai Ao นื้อor Mai Ao gai, Mai Ao more.
Mai Ao นื้อ.
Mai Ao นื้อ.
Right, so let me see if I can remember it. Can I have is Ao.
What about I don't want?
Mai Ao Krab. I mean, the Krab just is the male saying politely thank you or please. You would say Ka if you were a female, right?
Yeah.
Good. So let's use this. We'll go order some food. I want a fried rice, which I know is khao pad. So I'll try and order it with chicken. Khao pad gai.
I want a pad kapao with crispy pork.
Okay, crispy pork would be mu
krob.
Mu krob.
Yeah.
And I would say Ao pad kapao mu krob kap.
Yeah.
Wow.
I also want it spicy.
Pek mak kap.
There you go.
Kai Dow Mai?
Our cup.
Okay, let's go. Right, let's put some of this language to use. It's really not that scary, don't worry. So I'm going to order me and Gary's breakfast. Ao pad kapao mu krop kap. Nung khao pad gai kap. Gai dao. Khop kap. Easy.
It's not it.
Yeah, so this is Gary's breakfast. So this is obviously Pak Kapao. Everybody knows this. We've seen this on the channel 100 times. But this is with fried pork, The best thing about this place, by the way, is the menu. So as we talked about at the beginning, this was really famous, you know, back in the day, in the 80s, with the first places to do English menus, and they still do it today. They have the Thai, then they have the English, but the best part is they break it down phonetically, so you can really easily read it and say pad kapao plik mu, or whatever it might be. They're all phonetically broken down. So Soi 20 in Ceylon is the perfect place to come to practice your Thai, learn some words, and order some delicious street food. And my fried rice should be coming any second. So this is my breakfast: khao pad gai, or fried rice with chicken, with Kai Dow, which is the runny fried egg on top. And you know, you can't get more basic and more beginner entry-level food. Not spicy, just staple hungover street food. And squeeze a lime on top and you're good to go. And you can't, you know, you're can never pay more than 30, 40, maybe 50 baht for something like this. And it can come with chicken, pork, tofu, veg, whatever you want. Just use the correct word. So actually that place was really, really good. It was called Three Sisters. Or Three Girls.
Samsao. Three sisters. They're all sisters.
Just opposite the 7-Eleven on Soi 20. Just look out for these three lovely, adorable little sisters. And they cook up a storm. And that really easy food menu, you can't go wrong. So why don't we get like a little drink and then try some more food?
Sounds good.
Actually, just before I order that Thai iced tea and we put to use some more of these phrases and order some delicious street food with Gary, I want to tell you about a really exciting opportunity that the sponsor of this video, Skillshare, is giving you guys. So if you don't know, Skillshare is a fantastic place to get inspired, learn new skills, and put them into use in really impactful ways. And I actually have 3 of my own courses on the platform, which I think you might really enjoy, especially the ones on YouTube and thumbnail design. I have a course called Let's Build a Travel Channel on YouTube that stands out from the crowd. And in that course, I go through all of the things that you need to know before you start a YouTube channel in the travel niche in order to maximize growth, have a content strategy that's going to stand out, and just all of the tips and hints that I've learned over the years of doing this. Because obviously this new channel is a year old, but I've been doing it with the budgeteers for over 5 years. I also have another class called YouTube Thumbnail Masterclass using PicMonkey. Now, PicMonkey is the software that I personally use to make the thumbnails on this channel, and I share all of my experience and knowledge on that software in the course. So if you're looking to make really colorful, vibrant, and clickable thumbnails, I really recommend that course. And the best part is you are getting free access, thousands and thousands of classes, not just mine, for an entire month if you use the link in the description below. It is limited to the first 1,000 people to click the link, so don't waste any time. Click on that link and start learning new skills and improving the skills you already have, and really enjoy Skillshare. So yes, go get lost on Skillshare and enjoy yourself. And let's get back to the street with Gary and get that iced tea. So right across the street is a little iced coffee, but they do, in Thailand, you have to try the Thai iced tea. It's so sweet, it's so yummy. And you just have to say, Chai Yen Thai. Chai Yen Thai, nung krab. And also, if you don't want it super sweet, just say Mai Wan. Mai Wan means less sugar. Actually, technically it means no sugar, but in Thailand, they'll still put sugar in. So yeah, this is the Thai iced tea. Sometimes it comes with condensed milk and it's just absolutely crazy too sweet, but yeah, just ask for it Mai Wan, so just a little bit of sugar in there. Oh, that's lovely, that is. I can see it all clear from above, looking back on it all. We've just seen another place over here that looks really, really beginner friendly. It's called Cheaper and Better Street Food. I'm going to order a Pad Thai, which obviously we all know the Thai phrase, we don't have to say anything in English, but I will order it with prawns, which is, remember that it's gung, right? Yeah. Pad Thai gung. And what are you going to have? I'm going to have chicken and cashew nut, which is Gai Pad Met Mamwang. Okay, that's a hard one. Right, we'll try our best, let's go. Welcome, welcome. Ah, Sabai Mai? Sabai di krab. Ao Pad Thai gung krab. Pad Thai gung 1. And I can't remember what you want.
Yes, you speak Thai very well.
No, not as good as your English, no?
Well, if you do want to order a cold drink like a soda, this is the thing, the Thai word is soda, but with our English accent they won't understand you. You have to say the English word in a Thai accent. So you want to say soda. And then if you want ice, nam ken. So you would just say soda nam ken kap.
Kap.
Now the thing about pad thai is because it's such a famous dish, I've never really ordered it. I probably had about 10 in the last year. But every single time I order a pad thai, I forget that they're really good, especially when you sprinkle on dry chili, a little bit of peanuts. How was it?
And a lot of people, mostly Farang, only Farang actually, like turn their nose up at pad thai. They're like, oh, that's foreigner food. And it's like, no, Thai people don't eat that. I don't know any Thai person that doesn't eat pad thai.
Yeah. Yeah, and every time you have one, you're like, oh, this is
really good.
Yeah, I really like this. I should get this more. Pad Thai gung.
This is actually really good. This is a really good one. Thailand's national dish. I use inverted commas because actually what we just ate, pad kapao, is kind of the unofficial national dish. But this is the national dish since the 1930s or 1940s when they changed the name of the country from Siam to Thailand. They also had a competition and this won, and it then became the official national dish of Thailand. So we've got rice noodles, chives, egg, prawns, tofu, and it's stir-fried in a sauce with fish sauce, tamarind and palm sugar. And that's about it.
And of course, if you don't want prawn, don't say gung, say gai for chicken, mu for pork. And I forgot the vegetable again. What is it?
Pak kruan.
Pak kruan. Yeah, easy. But there is room for one more, but we'll have a sweet, and you can't get more famous in Thailand than mango sticky rice. So there's a place right here. And so how do we say, hello, how do we say mango sticky rice in Thai, do you know?
Khao niao, sticky rice, mak muang is mango. Khao niao, mak muang.
Khao niao mak muang.
Mak muang.
Mak muang. Khao niao mak muang ครับ Hey, khao niao.
Khao niao, mak muang.
Mak muang. Also, when you're eating street food, you can just find a table and chair out of anything. We've gone for the cool ice box here outside 7-Eleven.
That seems to be our thing, doesn't it, after the crab video?
Yeah.
Ice boxes.
So, mango sticky rice, or khao niao mak muang.
Yes.
Yes. And so yeah, explain a little bit about what it is, because I was like, it's just mango sticky rice, but what's this stuff on top? He told me, I was like, whoa, that's really interesting. Let's learn.
We've obviously got mango, everyone knows what a mango is, right? But underneath, we've got this sticky rice. Now this rice is naturally sticky, so you can have this sweet or savoury. Savoury with like grilled ISAN meats, sweet in this instance. So they steam the rice and then use a sugar and coconut milk solution. Cover the rice in that, 45 minutes to an hour later, you end up with this. It soaks up all that sugar and deliciousness.
You never get a bad one, do you?
Never. Not usually. It's just quite smoky as well. They've obviously, I guess they've steamed the rice maybe over coals. Then on top, so you've got sweet underneath, on top you've got a salty sauce, which is coconut milk, salt and rice flour, just to thicken it. So you've got that sweet and salty combination. Think like salted caramel that we think, you know, we've invented. Sweet and salty in the West, but they've been doing it for centuries.
What about the little yellow things?
Okay, so these are toasted mung beans, mung dal in India, which have the highest protein content of any legume.
Just in case you were wondering.
Just in case you were wondering.
Okay, that's the end of the video. Thank you again, Gary. Not just for today, but for the last 3 or 4 weeks. You've been a real star on the channel, and you've helped us learn about amazing places to eat. Obviously, we could stay here for years and really get to know every single nook and cranny of Bangkok, but I just don't have time. I really got to get back on the road. Dreamy's literally looking at us, impatiently saying, when are we going back on the road, Paddy? And it's in a couple of days, actually, or in about a week, I'll be back on the road. So thanks again.
I'm going to miss you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm going to miss you too. And we've been keeping in contact the whole way around the provinces, and then he said, when you're in Bangkok, we'll finally be able to go out, and we keep missing each other.
Yeah.
I'd get to Chiang Rai, and he's like, I just got back from there. And so go check out Gary. Obviously, he's the roaming cook, and he might change the channel name soon, eh?
Yes, just to Gary Butler or No Chili, No Life.
No chili, no life. Or Gary Butler. Let us know in the comments which one would you prefer. It's going to be sad to see the Roman cook go though. That was a staple. But yeah, moving on. Change the channel. I'm still Paddy Doyle, don't worry. And if you're new here, welcome. We're going to go back on the provinces. We're going to go explore more of Thailand together. And we've only got 17 provinces left, or 16 provinces left, so yeah, not long left to go. So. And
I can keep up and pretend that I'm still with you just by watching your videos.
Oh, very sweet, but quite cheesy. But I'll take that. Right, thanks again, Gary. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you. Will there be a couple more videos in Bangkok maybe, and then we're back on the road. We're going to be hitting up Chanthaburi next. So, bye.